See, now we're talking. Here's some technology for electric vehicles that is starting to make it seem like it's a viable option. You can charge an EV in less than 5 minutes using supercooled NASA technology. Well, it's a little more to it than that. But as we've talked about before, the biggest problem with electric vehicles is not the range, because you can get cars now with 200, 250, 300 mile range. That's going to be plenty for the time being, and it'll get more as time goes on. The other problem is not charging locations. You know what? There's not a ton of charging locations at the moment, and there's certainly more gas stations than EV charging stations, but there's enough of them around that you can probably work your way through getting your car charged. The big problem is how long it takes to charge it. If you find a charging station, but it takes you 2 hours to recharge your vehicle, what good is that? You could probably get to where your destination is in 2 hours, right? So it's how fast it takes to charge. Well, they're finding some NASA technology can slash electric vehicle charging times to 5 minutes or less, called subcooled flow boiling. Scientific. This is something that could really make a difference in electric vehicle adoption. Now, there's a couple things that have to happen. The batteries in the vehicles have to be able to do this, and there has to be power supplies in the power grid that can handle it as well. That will happen with time. But now that there's a way to do it, now we're onto something. Now we're cooking with gas. We can have vehicles that have a decent amount of range. There'll be enough charging stations relatively soon. If we can get to where we can charge these things fast, now electric vehicles have a chance. If you can't get vehicles charged quickly, EVs are never going to go anywhere. But this is the first sign that electric vehicle charging has a pathway to being done as quickly or close to as quickly as filling up a tank with gasoline.